Hey everybody, welcome to the Arcane Gate. I'm Denaru.
And I am FallMonkey20, Charles Walker. Welcome, everybody. So, tonight our group of travel adventurers, after an interesting little encounter with an old druid known as the Mother of the Wild, they got to know her. She was a nice lady overall. Gave some interesting information, possibly told some forewarnings of a curse that seems to be inflicted on the two twins at a party. Armed with this info and now trying to figure out what may be the source of this curse, they all travel west to get to the free cities of Myrn and actually get to talk to Rawl and see what may be going on. On their way, as they found this railroad in development, they got in contact with an old a friend of Marcus, Corny, a dwarf who's told them of recent problems they're having with giants. Now as we come in, Marcus and Cyrus are going to start looking into what may be the issue with these giants. So, coming in, were y'all wanting to leave the next morning or that night? I got that detail a little mixed up.
The next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We want to rest up and then leave the next morning.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. Alrighty. So you all wake up that morning. Overall, most of the workers are up at the same time as you. Most of them getting ready to go. Got breakfast cooking already. Getting ready for just another hard day of work on the railroad. What would all y'all like to do this morning?
Well, I'd like to talk to Cyrus since we're going to be doing the scouting. Cyrus, when we go into this area, we should have a plan. I think that we shouldn't go at it from the same angle. We should go there, separate off stealth, and look at it from different angles so that we can better perceive what we're dealing with. But this should go without saying, but you've left to live on the edge a little bit. So how about if you get caught, you run. Unless you think that you can talk your way out of it, you run away as soon as you think you're caught.
I guess? I mean, unless it's too hairy, then I'll have to fight my way, but I'll try my best not to be a burden on you, if that's what you want.
No, I'm not saying being a burden on me. I'm saying that if you get caught, unless you have to fight, get out of there. Yeah, I've seen you teleport away, or teleport into a fight. Use that to get out of a fight.
All right.
But that way, also, it potentially can draw some attention so that if one of us get caught, the other one runs. The one that got caught runs away, leaving the other one to potentially do more scouting while the giants are distracted.
So if you get into trouble, don't save you.
If I get into trouble, I'm running unless I absolutely can't get away. But I'm running unless if I get caught. If you get caught, you run. But whoever doesn't get caught stays behind to try to do some scouting. Potentially finding out information while the giants are distracted.
And then we just meet at a rendezvous point, after a certain time?
Yes.
That's simple enough.
Also, if I get caught, my usual signal, you'll hear my gun go off. But you have a way of making noise as well, so if you get caught, which will alert each other to what the situation we're dealing with is.
I guess, how far are we going to have the rest of the party?
I want them to where they're not easily seen, so a decent amount of way, but not so far away that they can't hear our signals go off if we get in danger. Basically, the person who's running will try to rendezvous back up with the party. That way you're not dealing with something alone.
Right. How bad could 2 ogres be? Unless they're not ogres.
I mean, they're not ogres, they're giants.
Oh.
Which, DM, because I grew up in a dwarven city and with round dwarves, would I know anything about giants, particularly?
Make a nature check.
Oh, okay, here we go. Well, actually, my nature's not that bad, actually.
Yeah. It isn't plus a million like your normal rolls, but I mean, you still got a high intelligence.
I know nothing about them. Absolutely nothing.
With a nat 1, you know they big.
But, so, I mean, do you know how to speak giants, Cyrus? I mean, maybe they can speak common, but if do you know how to speak giant? I'm pretty sure we have one friend who can speak giant because, well, actually, would I even know that about Goliaths? But the natural one.
Make a second nature check.
$17.
Nothing. You know Goliaths are descended of giants, so you would estimate they'd probably know how to speak giant.
And with that roll, you ought to remember me screaming giant at the ogre during the whole fortification.
Well, no, I rolled a natural 1 before, so I was trying to see if I even knew what you were speaking. But
You thought you were a human the entire time?
just really tall.
Yes.
Just really tall human.
An
But,
albino human.
but
All I know
Weird
is
tattoos, no body hair at all. Just
But-
completely bald. Just
yeah, it tracks. It tracks. But, so, Cyrus,
It's not Goliath.
potentially,
That's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
potentially, if we need to do talking, if you can't speak giant, maybe we can get Emerald to be a mediator in between, just in case they can't speak common.
Not fair. Well,
'Cause-
how hard could speaking giant be? I mean, all they do is walk like this. Is that right?
I mean, from what I've heard of Emerald speaking, and there's a lot of swearing to it.
And my
just hear in the
smartness.
distance, "Tai stare curva."
But
If anyone wants to Google that, feel free.
I don't want to.
but
First, I have to know how to spell it.
so how
Oh,
about
I can spell
we
it
should-
for you.
so Cyrus, we should tell the group our plan then, if that's the case. Then I'll walk over to the group. So me and Cyrus are going to scout ahead as we discussed last night, but we don't want you guys to be too far away, just in case things go real bad and we need assistance. So we've basically discussed that if one of us get caught, they are to run away and rendezvous back up with the group. And the other one stays behind and tries to keep doing scouting while the giants are distracted. Because we still don't know if there are only 2 giants or if there are more than that. Because, I mean, the last town that we were in where we had to fight a big monster, there were more than what they thought. So don't be too close to where you could be seen. Be like in between, here and where we're going.
I wouldn't worry too much. We are masters of stealth, after all.
I also do want to talk to. I do want to talk to Corny before we head out, and I'll go and try to I'll go and find him.
Okay, you go find him. You see he's already poured over a map, and you see he seems to be talking to a few people with him. As you come up, he looks up to you. Marcus, my friend. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, what can I do for you, friend?
Well, I had a question. Exactly how far away from the rail line did you see these giants come from? That your scouts have seen, anyway.
It depends, really. Some have come directly on a line to scare us away. Some have been a little further off, watching us from a distance, not really hiding too well, but yeah, Varys. Well, yeah.
I was just wondering, if we were going to go deal with this, we would need to know exactly the spot to go to. If you sent scouts out to look, I was just seeing if maybe they had a camp nearby or something.
Yeah, fair point. Did you talk to Harry about it? He was the last one to see one. He could probably tell you around where they were.
Where might Harry be?
At this point, Harry's probably getting back from his rounds in the morning. We're sending him and his partner out to check at night, at night and in the morning, to make sure before we go out or before we go in, we're not being followed.
All right. Well, so should be coming back in around this time. What might Harry look like? Just so I know.
You met him yesterday. He was the one that just had the big, massive hair everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Well, with that, with that, me and my friends are gonna go look into this for you. See if we can deal with it.
Oh, great. Well, take care, my friend, and be safe.
Will do. And then I'll go try to find Harry then.
As y'all do, y'all hear the rhythmic creaking noise coming up as all y'all are sitting at the campfire in the morning. You hear something else. You hear you hear a voice humming along with it. And as you look up, you see the cart coming, but you see an interesting shape on top of it. You see a dark, red-skinned being sitting on the middle of it, strumming away at a lute as it comes in. He turns to the group and he smiles a bit, and you see he has a big set of horns sticking out from his long, straight brown hair. He's like, "Hello, friends! It's been quite some time." As Cyrus, you recognize the bard that you played with all them weeks ago in the first town.
Well, what are you doing out here?
As the cart kind of grinds to a halt, and he's playing a harp. My bad. I don't know why I said lute. He just kind of does one final strum away, and he's like, "Thank you, friends, for carting me all that way." And he's like, "Oh, I was just on a midnight stroll, and here I found these fellas out carting about. And when they said they weren't the first traveler they ran into today, I got curious, and hey, I found y'all again. Guess this is what they call fate."
Yeah.
He's like, "Now I remember you, Cyrus, but the rest of you little troop, I don't think I got to know as well." And he looks to the rest of the group. "The twins weren't exactly friendly with me when they first met me."
Yeah.
Apparently, we're
And
not
they
that
will
friendly
continue
now
that
either.
trend.
Yeah. He's just kind of sitting there in dead silence looking at y'all, and he's just like,
Be, excuse their manners. They react that way to new people. My name's Marcus. I don't think we properly met.
he hops down off the cart. Marcus, great to meet you. And he sets his harp in the little latch on his belt, and he just takes your hand in both hands and shakes it firmly. And you, the big watchdog of the two sisters. And he looks up to Amarok. It's like, you were,
Oh, you see me this time, huh? You were keen on ignoring me the first time.
I like get closer to the bar and be like, I don't think you had the best first impression with them.
I am getting that right now. I must offer my deep apologies. Amarok, I do believe your name was?
Yeah, I'm curious how you found that out, but yes.
Did you not tell me?
No, I didn't.
Huh. Strange, I could have swore you did. Well, I did ask around about y'all a bit. I'm kind of curious what such a strange group was doing all together, so I must have heard someone else say it.
Also, I was not there during your first meeting. What might your name be?
Oh, I'm Harper.
Harper.
So, Harper, someone to call me whimsical. Let's go with that. I don't have a last name.
No, your name is Harper, the harp player.
He's just standing there stunned like, yes, let's go with that.
It's new.
Let's go with that. Is that not what you normally go by?
I go by many names. Some good, some bad. It's whatever
After
the
he
people
says
dub
this-
me. What,
Okay,
what do you
after
do?
he says this, I turn to Cyrus and I'm just like, is this just a normal thing with bards or something?
It's more common than you would believe, actually.
Bards are weird.
Harper, you said you didn't have a good first impression with these three. Did they lay into you when you first met them, like they did with me?
Well, I was more curious what angel folk were doing this side of anywhere, and they kind of accused me of coming on to them.
Oh, slightly worse than my experience. I opened myself up to them, and they immediately threw shade at me.
See, that is truly painful. How could you young lasses do this to the poor man?
Because he told us that he used his weapon there to shoot at a bunny. Didn't think it would scare the bunny away. Everything else that he was trying to hunt.
Or leave the bunny intact.
I'm starting to think that all of you are quite opposite people of me, except maybe Cyrus.
Well, I've come to notice by traveling with these people that the way that we show our appreciation is by throwing insults at our potential friends.
I will take potential friend. I will settle at that. But I don't really have someone to keep me company on the road right now. Would y'all need someone to add a little tune to your life, as not being the tune you already have with you, an extra tune?
Well, Harper, are you skilled in combat? Because we tend to end up in dangerous situations.
To be fair, some of those questions come to us.
I have dabbled in the art of combat. I have not fully delved into it. I'm more of a storyteller.
Question, DM. Overall,
Yeah.
how much time have we actually, as a group, been traveling together?
Nearly
we've
2
been-
months now.
Well, Harper, let me just throw this into the air. I've been traveling with this lot for pretty much almost 2 months, and have nearly died twice. Once per each month.
It happens.
So if we go
I'm just
in par with that,
I'm just letting
you
you-
should be safe for this month.
I'm just letting you know what you potentially are trying to sign up for if you travel with us.
Oh. The best stories come from a blood tense, adrenaline pumping danger. I have a feeling something interesting will happen if I follow you, so I think I should stick with you for a bit.
DM, can I do an insight on this guy just to get a general read off of him?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because the way he's acting feels a little. Well, yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he comes off as very sincere. He just seems like someone that wants to see the world, see more stories.
Well,
Is it possible
right now,
for me to also roll insight? Since I've kind of been talking to
For
him as
you,
well.
that makes sense for you.
For you, yeah, you're suspicious. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I just did it
that's
because
completely in character for Luna.
I just did it because this is the second guy that we've met that's been kind of wishy-washy with his name.
Who's the first?
And that's following us, apparently.
Sure, as high as I want it to.
You rolled a 15? Alright.
Jeez, you're insightful. You do not trust people.
Someone's
I
got
have
to
a
be
plus
out of
7
2
to insight.
She's got to figure out if her sister's lying about doing dangerous stuff.
Which is
That's not
always.
difficult to figure out. The answer is always just yes.
Yes, he is doing something stupid.
Luna, looking at him, he seemed pretty sincere. He even seemed genuinely stunned as y'all were kind of throwing him off guard, and seemed even a little hurt when he realized, wow, these two are just going to give me the cold shoulder forever, aren't they?
Choice of words there.
Well, Harper, we are not leaving currently. So if you do travel with us, you would just be staying here for right now. We are actually about to look into a task ourselves.
I see. Well, I'd be okay with that. I was actually thinking of staying with the dwarfs for a second as well. They pay good for good entertainment.
Fair enough. I mean, they don't get much working out here. So, they'd probably appreciate some music.
Yeah.
But, well, we'll communicate later on and talk it over more. But for right now, we were about to head out, and we'll be heading back later on. Also, when he came in, was Harry with him?
Harry was literally next to y'all the entire time. Y'all were just distracted by whatever y'all just saw here.
Oh, being as that may, Harry, I did have something I wish to discuss with you for a moment.
Yeah, what you got?
I'll take him off to the side with me and Cyrus, since we'll be doing the scouting. Harry, you have done some scouting out there, and you've seen the giants a few times. Did you ever see them have a particular camp that they were set up? If you've seen them multiple times, or have they just been wandering?
You go, last I ever saw 2 days ago, 2 days ago. Yeah. Saw some tracks up there and then along that way 2 hours ago. Headed up further into the woods, didn't want to check it out myself, but yep, that is where we saw him last.
And also, I myself have never seen a giant, but would you say they're like maybe like 2 of that guy or 3 of that guy, and I point over to Amarok?
2.5 of him.
2.5 of him.
So would you say that they have a big camp?
No, only seen 2 of them so far. 2 different
Alright.
ones. They're a little distinct. They look similar though.
And what type of giants are these?
These
They're
would be the hill variety.
Hill variety. Well, thank you. We were getting ready to head out. I was just trying to get it heading.
I see. That is quite all right. Thank you.
I'll actually then walk back over to Amarok. Amarok, do you know anything about hill giants in particular?
Hey,
DM
but as y'all turned around, Harper was dead right behind you. It's like, need some help giant killing, do you?
Like was he like straight up behind me?
Yeah, he rolled he rolled a 26 to stealth.
Woo.
You get this higher than my passive.
like seeing him right behind me, like Marcus visibly jumps back because he wasn't expecting someone to be right there.
Yep.
wake up and punch this guy.
Jeez. Okay, you're a rather quiet one. But yes, we were going to scout the area and potentially look into these giants.
Yes, I would definitely be willing to assist you, as you seem quite the stealthy guy. I can survive with the best of them.
Yes, we were definitely doing a scouting mission first, so that would be helpful. But so you really want to get involved with these giants then? I'm not saying you can't, but
Like I said, something very interesting is going to happen around your group. I just can feel it. It's called a writer's hunch, if you will. But there's just a story waiting to happen involved around your group.
very well. But our general plan was to, once me and Cyrus got over there, the group was going to be halfway in between the giants' locations and the camp. Me and Cyrus were going to break off from each other and take it from different angles to scout. If with you coming with us, you would have to break off into a different direction from either of us to scout it from a different angle, so we can cover as much of our bases here.
Okay, I could do that.
Well, with that being said, let's head out then. Everyone get your stuff ready. Let's go ahead and head out while it's still early. Potentially catch them off guard.
Right. Harper climbs back up on the cart and just points, and he's like, "Onward, Harry!" And Harry's just looking up from a plate of beans like, "No."
Harper, we wouldn't be taking the cart off-road.
Oh. Keep walking. Okay.
Yeah, these people like to rough it.
That is also the other thing. I've learnt to be okay with roughing it traveling with these lot.
Okay. Let us go then.
Just for a second, I want to like look at his shoes. Do they look like off-road shoes or just like casual walking around shoes?
He's gonna have blisters.
Make an investigation check.
These shoes are shoes.
Look, our foot
And they
coverings,
were made
yes.
for walking. That's just what.
A 24.
And you know your way around a foot like Quentin Tarantino.
Walk all over.
I know where his shoes. I know where his shoes were made at.
Yeah. So you look at it. You would think he'd be the kind of person that wouldn't own walking shoes, but these are actual pretty well-made hiking boots. But getting a good look at them, it seems they're not the most well-worn shoes.
Nah, they're just in case shoes.
Yeah, you could see by looking at them, you gotta get a hint of polish smell from them. He seems to take very good care of himself and his shoes. You also see a brand on it where that's interesting. It's one you don't recognize, and you see a little the small little insignia on it that says Sapphire City Shoes.
Sapphire City Shoes. I don't recognize the brand, but I'll keep note of that, I guess.
Yeah, you know the Sapphire City is also a name for the Sapphire Oasis, which is basically the Kingdom of Tieflings.
And
So this is literally a rich guy that decided he was going to go walkabout, bought like all the stereotypical like, oh yeah, the magazine says to get this thing and this thing and this thing, and just went out and bought all this. Didn't test any of it, but it's going.
Maybe.
Maybe.
but wait, so from here, the Kingdom of Tieflings would be how far away?
You estimate going there straight on foot weeks, and that would be going through either going all the way around the Faygrove Forest, straight across the river and through the Free States, or somehow getting there through other means.
No, I mean, I doubt since he's kind of already complaining about going off road, I doubt he's gone there by foot, but yeah, I'll just keep that I'll keep that in note. And I guess we'll start heading off in that direction.
Alrighty.
Like how long to walk is?
Wait, what?
How long of a walk is this going to be?
About an hour-long walk.
Do I notice him struggling at all going up there?
Make an insight check.
Oh.
Oh, that was almost really good.
He's pulling it off really well. He seems pretty unfazed by everything.
All right.
He's just humming along as he walks down the trail.
Okay.
But Luna, if you're just passively looking at him with as high as your insight is, he looks a little uncomfortable. This, in particular, the heat doesn't seem to bother him at all, but he's just kind of grimacing a bit when he walks.
Hasn't worn his shoes out yet.
Nope.
I just
Brand new
keep that
pair
in
of boots.
mind.
I love it. Just I want to watch him suffer. He sat at my table. Ugh.
He
No, I
sat
was
at my
thinking
table.
more of the fact that if he's already hurt, I'll have to heal him even quicker than normal.
Yeah.
sat at my table, talked to my sister. How dare he?
When you're an introvert, that is a how dare he.
That is
Yeah.
true.
But
Yeah.
Who is this man? He's not in my circle of friends. Oh, God.
It is Wednesday and he does not wear
Wait a
pink!
minute. Like, wait a minute. This is what I signed up for. I thought there was going to be one person I gotta talk to.
Oh,
But-
goodness.
After that little hike, you do. He then says, "I believe that's what you're looking for right there." And he points off to a footprint off the tracks a little bit, and he just straight sits down on the metal rail.
all right, we have a track. They'll be easy to follow. So, I guess this is where the three of us start doing our job. What are you sitting down for, Harper? I thought you said you were going to help us scout.
Oh, you see, he already had his book pulled out and was about to start writing. You're like, I assumed you would, the old classic, inspect the footprint, maybe taste it, see how long ago it had been since you've been there.
Well,
for other
I,
things.
I'm not in any inclined to taste the dirt on the bottom of a giant's foot, but I will look at the track and see if I can tell how long it's been there.
Okay. You estimate, kind of like Harry said, it's been about a day or so.
All right.
like-
Are you sure you want to give it a good old lick?
No, I'm good. They've been here it was about a day ago. Just from looking at it.
He's looking at you very expectantly, holding his book and pen.
I mean, there's not more to it. It's about a day ago. It's fairly fresh. The mud is stamped down pretty recently. It's not completely dried out. I mean, you can just look at it. But
Oh. He kind of just shuts his book easily and sets it on a leather pouch on the other side of where his harp is.
but
All right.
now we start doing scouting. So, are you coming with us or staying here?
Oh, yeah,
With
I
the-
am going with you. I want to see what happens.
All right. Well, we're going to branch off. We're going to branch off from each other, scout around, and see what we can see. And remember, if you get caught, meet back up with the group here.
I can do.
Also,
I don't know if this
make
group
a
wants
loud
me to come
sound.
back, though.
What did you say?
It's like, but I don't think this group wants me to come back. And he points at Amarok, the Luna, and Maddie.
Well, it's either them or the giants.
I feel like I'd have an easier time negotiating with the Giants, funny enough.
Well, just do us a favor, and if you get caught, scream and run. No, we know you.
I can make the
Convince them
bottom
that you don't like the salt.
I can make some noise. That's something I'm good at.
Well then, let's scout ahead, and then what Marcus will do is he will kind of like fiddle around with his belt buckle. He'll mutter this almost like a password under his breath and hit a button on the side of it, and he will cast invisibility on himself.
Okay.
And then I go stealth, and because I'm invisible, I get advantage.
Yeah. I would like to cast Disguise Self to have, like, brushes just, like, all over me. Or, like, a ghillie suit.
That's something.
And I'd actually like to bring out my flute and inspire our other bard.
Oh, thank you. I was actually going to do that to y'all as well. And he will pull out his the harp, and he will just hum a few notes real quick and pluck the instrument some. and we'll give inspiration to you and to Marcus, a D8 each.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
He's like,
So-
and that dust me off, and he
Yeah.
spreads his hands wide dramatically and disappears.
Disappears.
As I'm just like looking and like both of them are invisible and I'm just like shrub.
Looking at you expectantly, like, get on with it.
Um,
As a bush just starts
Why are you
walking.
still visible?
You just see like a bush start walking in towards the direction.
yeah, I'll break off left so I can try to get a wider view from that side if we can sneak in on the camp that way.
I like to go the more brushy side. If I can.
So we're not just splitting the party. We're splitting the party like 3 ways.
We split the party in twain.
Yeah. Alright, and that will be 2 stealth rolls. You get advantage on yours, Marcus. I'm going to say add +2 to yours, because that is a smart use of disguise self, Cyrus.
Alright.
So I'll at least give you that.
And I'll roll again. Make it advantage. And I'll go ahead and use it. I'll roll a d8 because that's still pretty low. So I really don't want to get seen. I mean, I won't be seen, but I'll be heard potentially.
Ooh,
Hey.
that was useful.
22.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah, with a 22, you are definitely stealthed.
Okay, good.
So, I got a +5. Oh, +2 as well, so that's a 14. I'm gonna use that D8.
Okay.
Hey, that's what they're for. That's what they're for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We cannot afford to be seen.
I got 17 total.
Alright, 17. See how well that goes.
I mean, they're giants. They wouldn't expect anyone to attack them, obviously.
Are you saying that's what you would do?
I'm not saying it.
Alrighty. So, as you guys are all split up in different ways and started making your way through the woods, you follow the tracks the best of your way, but as you get further into the woods, it's easier to tell where trees have been pushed aside and moved away a bit. So it gets a little easier as you're making your way through. And shortly after, all of you kind of make your way to kind of a pseudo-clearing, but when you go through it, you both notice it isn't clearing at all. It's still in the forest, but all the trees are displaced to a massive degree. As you look up and you see nearly all the trees in the area have all been bent forward and tied together through various vines and stuff into this giant kind of tent-like canopy in the middle of the forest. As you look over, you can kind of see one of a giant there. He seems to be sharpening an axe on the ground, and sitting next to him, you see two wolves laying lazily on the ground around him. As you're kind of getting a look out from him, one of the wolves kind of lazily rolls over and then suddenly perks up and looks toward where you are hiding, Cyrus, and starts sniffing the air.
Actually, like to cast. Actually, let me see if I can do this. because I haven't used it for this before. No, I can't do odor. Never mind.
Question: do I see Cyrus, or I mean, I would have to roll to see if I can even see him, but or do I see the wolf looking in his direction?
You see the wolf looking in his direction. Make a perception check.
Okay. Here we go. Nope.
You think the wolf's just distracted by something random.
I would actually.
Well, you don't.
Mhm.
You're not sure what the wolf's looking at, but it's definitely looking at something. What do you say, Cyrus?
I would actually like to use a minor illusion to sort of make a twig snap sound, like farther away, like 30 feet away, as much of an opposite direction as I can.
Does for that.
Little do you know, you made it right on top of Harper.
That's a good question.
I mean, we know where
Alright.
we came from. We know where
Harper's
we came
okay.
from. Oh yeah, Harper. We didn't know where he went because he turned invisible.
But you make that snapping noise, and at that point, the other wolf kind of perks up as well, and they all start to bark and head that way. You just hear, hey, you just hear him starting to yell out some words in Giant. I see the two wolves running away. Then you see two wolves from inside the canopy join in and start heading that way.
I just sit and wait.
It's quiet for a second, and after a little bit investigating by the forest side, they all just kind of look to the giant calling for him, and they all run back to the little canopy. At that point, you see another giant walk outside of it, just... The other one just turns around. Yeah. And they all just have a short conversation, then the other one walks back inside. See the other one, the only detail you're able to pick out about him is... He does look pretty similar to the other one, except he has this giant white shirt-like apparatus tied around him like an apron, and you see it is very bloodied.
Yo, okay. And that one came out of a like a bramble of trees that they tied together.
Yeah.
Well, I wanna like go over there since I still don't know where where the other two are. I'm just gonna try to get a closer look there.
All right. Make another stealth check.
You have advantage too.
Oh yeah, because I am invisible. Let's see if I do better.
Nope.
No, first one's the best. First one's the best.
Okay. So at one point, you're walking through there, and the wolves that are all laying around there, you're surprised as you're able to make it past them, and just the wind starts blowing in a direction toward you, and all the wolves just kind of roll over and don't notice, and that breeze is enough to cover your trail as they don't seem to smell you. As you get closer to the canopy, you see on the inside of it, you see two massive bundles of leaves and a branch thing, all built up kind of in the shape of what you estimate could be a bed. And the far side of it, you see ropes and meat hooks dangling down from the trees, and you see it's full of deer, rabbits, other wildlife, all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
You currently see one. You currently see one of the hill giants. You see he is currently skinning one and skinning a deer and hanging it, preparing it.
Question: would a rabbit to a hill giant just be like popcorn chicken bites? A handful of them, just toss them in.
Yeah.
All right. Just so that I'm prepared if something happens, because I was reading over invisibility. It says that if I attack or cast a spell, it drops, but if I don't do either, it doesn't. So, because it also says that everything on my person is invisible, I will have Draco come out, and as long as my invisibility lasts, it would be invisible, just so that Draco is already out in case something happens. Hello?
Oh, we're all good.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, because the way invisibility works is it says that it drops if you cast a spell or attack. I'm not going to do either. I'm going to bring Draco out, and it says that anything that's on my person is invisible, and Draco is on my person. So, and two, I do something that would drop invisibility, just so that Draco is out, just in case something happens. And I will do I'll do the Force Ballista, basically.
So you are going to attack?
No, I'm not attacking. I'm just bringing him out so that if something happens, I can attack, and he's already out.
Okay, my bad. I got confused. So you bring out Draco. Okay, nothing happens. The hill giant's still doing his work in there.
And then I want to do I want to like look over the place, do a like investigation, and see if I can see anything like in this place.
Alrighty, make an investigation check. All right. So it seems like a pretty basic place overall. You look to the other side of the wall, of the canopy, and you see some more ropes hanging down to hang things on. But on this side, you see a variety of clubs and spears. And below all of it, you actually see a huge pile of treasure that's a little bit obscured by plants and stuff. It seems to just be various goods that were picked up on the road. You see various bits of human clothes, gear, weapons, and other stuff. All seems to have been taken by people as time went on. You're just like, hey, people. Then you look over, and in particular, on the ground next to you, kind of a bit obscured by dirt, over time, you see remnants of a human skeleton there.
Yeah, that's what I.
And hanging off one of the meat hooks, you see another dead human hanging there.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So, seeing that, I will sneak out and try to go back, since this is all so this is their house. This is the part that they've cleared out. And there's only 2 giants here, so we confirmed that there's only 2 giants here, except they have some wolves. So, being that, I will. So like, how long did all of this take? This part right here, time wise?
I'd say this took about 5 minutes.
Okay. I still have a good bit of time. So I investigated here. I didn't see anything outside. So I will try to reconvene with the group. And
Are you like leaving the rest of your stealth group there?
no, I'm when I get out of this place, I'm gonna try to alarm them in a way that doesn't hopefully doesn't give off everyone. So
Because there was no sort of like, hey, this is the signal. We all go back.
Here. Okay. While you're doing that, Cyrus, is there anything you'd like to do around camp?
No, let's see. We got the number of them. That's pretty much the most what Cyrus would care about. I would try to kind of circle around to get closer to the rendezvous point, but that's about it.
Okay. So, as y'all, as you do that, Marcus, what kind of signal would you like to give?
okay, so all right, something that hold on. And question: in this camp, did they have like a fire or anything like that?
In the Hill Giant camp?
Yeah.
No, they did not.
Okay, so what I will do though is when I don't think the giants are looking, I'm just going to do something. It'll be quiet, but it'll be something that potentially my other two people will be able to see. I will, when I think the giant on the outside is not looking and the wolves are just laying down, I will use precipitation to create a small show of sparks in the air. Nothing that would give off a noise, but just like something that if they were looking in the direction of the giant camp, they could just see something in the air happen.
Okay. That worked. I'd say make an intelligence check just to time it right to try and hide it from the enemies.
Okay. I'm going to burn my inspiration because I don't want to give away the party.
You already did, didn't you?
No, I haven't used mine yet. I've actually since the beginning of the campaign haven't used my inspiration. I used the bardic inspiration.
Oh, that
The DM.
I'm talking
DM.
I'm talking about DM's inspiration.
My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. So, Sire, as you see that and you're starting to rendezvous, you see through the trees a bit in front of you, you see a bit of sparks fly. You estimate this could be Marcus signaling you, as you've seen him do something similar before with his magic.
As I think to myself, I thought we were going to be running away screaming, but we successfully stealthed through this.
Yep. So y'all start to hurry back through the woods, and as you do, around that time, the invisibility fades on you, Marcus, as so much time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after, a little bit behind you, you see that Harper's is faded as well, as he's kind of panned, like, ooh, that went good. That was close. Oh my God, you see that skeleton in there?
Oh, you actually went in there. Yes, I saw the skeleton in there. It's as bad as I thought it was. They had, like, since we're back with the group, it's like they had clothing from people that they've probably attacked on the roads and killed. There was a skeleton on the ground, and then there was a human that was there was a body that was hung up and being butchered.
Oh, that was way more interesting than what I saw on the outside.
So now we know that. I mean, before all we thought was that they were just attacking the railway, but they didn't actually, as far as we know, kill anyone. But now we definitely know that they're killing people on the road.
So
And
it's not just a favor to the dwarves now.
no, it's a favor to any passerby. if they're left here, they'll just kill more people that come down the road. And also, I mean, if they're talking about this this locomotive or whatever, if they send that down the road, then they could get attacked. There are only 2 of them here right now, but they have a few wolves and so I think we have to deal with this.
Did each of them have 2 wolves?
From what you saw, there was 4 wolves. Yeah.
Okay. Did you see any more, Marcus?
No, I didn't see any more wolves on the inside. I just saw the other giant that went back inside and the one that was on the outside, and there were 4 wolves in total. So this is something that is doable if there's only 2 of them, but I think we have to handle this a certain way. I do have a question, DM. When we went there and we saw the trees were like bent over and like connected and stuff, was it like it was only that one hut and there was nothing surrounding it in terms of vegetation?
No, not really.
Okay, so it's that one hut.
There was some sparse trees in the area, but yeah, the hut was pretty covered.
All right. I think we have a plan. I mean, with the difference, we can't exactly play this clean, though that hasn't stopped us before. They have one hut that both of them live in. If we were to wait until they were both asleep, or like they were at least one of them was asleep, we could potentially attack the hut. I mean, it's made out of trees. I mean, none of us have a problem with producing a little fire, and it's not connected to any of the surrounding woods, so it won't create a giant forest fire.
At that point, Harper's like, well, the only thing I can think of is possible damaging of the treasure. That could be a problem.
I mean, from a glance, what type of treasure did I really see in the piles, just from a glance?
You saw gold, some gold and silver in it, so there are some valuables in it.
Huh. Well, really, I don't think a fire would take them down. Especially, it would pre-injure them prior to anything breaking off. But also, yes, it'd be good to get a reward like that off of this. But at the same time, we'd be doing people a favor. I'm okay with allowing some of the stuff to burn in the process.
The true righteous answer, of course.
You'll get that a lot with this group.
Not bad.
Well, so how about it? If we wait till they're asleep, or at least one of them is asleep, we come back and then, whoa, okay. We wait till one of them come, or at most scouting, we could find a way to, light their hut on fire. By the way, were the wolves just like normal wolves that we saw? Or would I?
From what you can tell, they didn't seem like any kind of special wolves. From what you've encountered, completely ordinary wolves. It's strange, honestly.
So, alright, so the wolves won't be, if there's only 4 of them, shouldn't be too much to dispatch, but it'll be the giants that are the real problem. So,
I do think that we should take out the wolves as soon as possible.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't. These wolves are being tamed by the giants, so they'll definitely attack us, and also they would potentially notice us even if we were invisible.
Well, what I'm stating is, what I'm stating is we should take out the wolves first, as that should be our first target, and move on to the giants.
The only thing is, I don't have a way of really attacking too quietly, effectively. I mean, I have a sword, but I would have to get real close for that. If we're going to take out the wolves, we have to do it as quick in one motion. Maybe attacking them all together and sneaking up and attacking them all together.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we also have a way of creating the fire. I potentially have a way of creating a fire as well as attacking the wolves, depending on how close they are to the hut.
Oh, when do we go?
Well, if we're waiting for right now, they're both active, so we would probably go tonight. It would be more likely that at least one of them would be asleep when we attack. Also, it gives us some more time to prep.
I look at Emrock. Do you have trouble seeing in the dark?
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Oh, I mean, why don't you just follow your nose? And I like smirk at him.
Just past being angry at anything at this point, just the defeated sigh. Like, that's all I got now.
Just for clarification, what category size-wise would you put them in, DM?
Chunked.
The giants or the wolves?
The giants.
The giants are huges.
Yeah, that one won't work. But yeah, I say we go tonight. We can attack the hut. It gives us some more time to rest up entirely before tonight. We attack the hut while hopefully one of them is asleep. They probably, I don't know if they keep guard or if they let the wolves do that for them, but if having at least one of them down is better than none, and then we rush in and attack them. I could light up the hut. I have multiple ways of doing fire.
At that point, Harper's like, I am just here for the road. I am welcome to any suggestion y'all have.
Question, Harper. Earlier you did say that you were a writer. Are you writing a story about us right now?
No, not about you in particular. Just doing an overall story of my travels.
Are you known for fantasizing stories at all?
Nah, I feel like the best stories are based on reality.
Well, this one's not going to reflect well on us, everyone. But
I
No,
could
definitely not.
use aliases if it would serve you better.
definitely wouldn't be a stereotypical hero ballot. And then they burnt them all. But
Goblinslayer.jpg.
Fine. If you find yourself in a fair fight, your tactics suck.
oh no, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying that, like, again, as we said before, most hero stories are fantasized. They don't talk about the darker stuff.
Yeah.
That's where there aren't many heroes.
You see, most heroes ain't the goody two-shoes little blonde attractive guy. Your typical hero has got a bald spot and a beard gut, okay?
Guy wearing
Nobody's
the sparkly armor, knight in shining armor style is most likely the one who ends up dying in an actual story.
Yeah.
Well, generally those wouldn't look too good on a cover. They usually That's where people exaggerate, but that's none of you, actually. So are none of you true heroes.
Teenagers. Oh, good.
We're all a traveling band of misfits, really, in our own right, in certain degrees.
Fair. But alright, let us go. Attack them in the night it is?
And just a question, it was super early when we left, so
Yeah, so you would have to wait an entire day if you do.
fine by me. It gives me time to rest and get a spell slot back, but I was just saying.
Question: how long does it take to craft a potion?
A day of downtime, so... Yeah, you could craft one while you're waiting if you want.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Before we rest up, Emerald, are you, I've seen you create some volatile mixtures. Would you be able to create Alchemist fire? That would definitely aid.
DM, can I create Alchemist fire?
I don't
Do
think
you
we
have
ever
the
wrote down.
materials for it?
I don't think we ever wrote down what the materials of an Alchemist fire were.
Well, I don't have the the recipe for it either. I have Dragon
yeah.
Breath potion, Healing potion, and Greater Healing.
I guess it's
Yeah, I
well.
know.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I asked earlier about the ingredients of an Alchemist fire, but I never actually bought them because I was tripping out at the time. But in your world, just for a future reference, what would you say the ingredients of an Alchemist fire are?
I'd have to do some Google searches and get back to you.
Okay. But
I looked into that. I was looking for any chemical volatile with oxygen as the igniter, and then anything flammable because I had K-Fisher blood. It's hard. I'm trying to
Well, I
find
mean-
anything like that.
if they had more charcoal out here, which I doubt they do, we could potentially make more black powder. But I don't think we can do that right now.
No.
I used all my black powder for I'll try to whisper that part of using black powder. I'll use all my black powder for a Wild's excursion.
Hmm?
Because I don't want Harper knowing about that.
You see he is looking at you very curiously, but doesn't seem to intrude too much. He just smiles at you.
Well,
We blocked off
everyone
the
rest.
tunnel, saving a town from bandits.
As y'all are resting up and waiting for the evening, you see some of the railroad workers walk out and just see y'all sitting there next to the railroad tracks like, hey, y'all took care of the giants?
No, we have a plan that we are going to execute tonight. We want to make sure that they're asleep to minimize their reaction capabilities. Right now they're not doing anything.
I see. I guess I won't question the process, so let's go, boys. And just kind of start walking past you.
Oh, actually, just because maybe, I go and I try to find before I rest up. I try to find before I rest up. I try to find Corny.
Okay. You run back to the camp real quick and see Corny there, and you see he's still poring over his maps, and then he looks at you like, Marcus, what's up?
Corny, my friend, my pal, we've known each other for a while. I mean, you've been working on this you've had to clear out a lot of territory in this to work out this rail line, haven't you?
Oh yeah, like it's about a project 10 years in the making right now.
And in that process of clearing out these rail lines, would you have, ran into any rocks or rubble or things like that?
You know how that works, Marcus. Yeah, we've run into rocks and stuff. Why?
And it wouldn't be too far of a gambit to notice that if you wanted to do it in an official manner, I mean, you would potentially have to use a volatile concoction to do this, wouldn't you?
Yeah, generally dynamite.
Would you happen to have any on you? Just like a stick. Just a stick, stick for a friend.
You're asking me for a whole stick of dynamite.
Yes, please and thank you.
Oh, Marcus. Let me see how many we got. It isn't often an old friend comes to you and asks for dynamite. Gold, baby. Never dynamite.
Well, I have my interests as well. And sometimes, gold doesn't cover those interests.
I'm going to act less worried than I am right at the moment. Alright. He pulls out a stick and hands it out of a crate behind him and hands it to you. Well, take care. You know to throw it before it goes off.
Oh, I'm acquainted with it. Don't worry. I'm acquainted.
Make sure.
And then I'll walk back over to the group. Well, we have one stick of dynamite.
That'll be useful. What does the other parts of the camp look like? Are they just starting to get to work, or are they still chilling out?
Oh, they all just went about their normal day.
Okay, so is there anybody like near the camp, or are they all out?
The camp seems to be kind of sparsely packed. There's definitely some people back. There's some of the more manager types that are working with him. You see, well, y'all are an hour away from the camp right now.
Oh, okay.
But you did see, as you're leaving, there was the cook that was still there getting ready for the next meal. There was Corny himself that when he wasn't looking over his maps, making plans and stuff. There was a few times where he was writing letters, sending them, putting the seals on stuff. He was doing some stuff. He had an assistant there with him.
All right.
Well,
What were you going to say, buddy?
I was just, since I have multiple ways of starting fires, I was going to hand the stick of dynamite to one of the other party members who necessarily doesn't, so that we can have it going off when we're, to maximize it, the max that we can do in one go.
Cyrus looks very excited.
Like, Marcus looks at Cyrus, he sees your excitement. Cyrus, you've been around when we lit one of these off. It had a slower burning fuse when we did it that time. These will not have such a shorter burning fuse. These will go off pretty quickly. So you will need to throw it immediately as soon as you light it.
It makes a big explosion, though?
It does indeed make a big explosion, yes. And Marcus slowly hands him the stick.
I grab it, like, quickly, and it's like, precious. I'm honestly surprised you gave Cyrus a stick of dynamite.
Oh, yeah, he was iffy about it.
The options were the twins, the werewolf, and Cyrus.
I feel like the twins would be safer about it. But even then, Amrock has been around different chemicals. Cyrus is just chaos.
Yeah.
You're just excited schoolboy now.
Cyrus, I feel odd asking this question. Do you own a flint and steel?
I do.
Okay. Just checking. Well, let's rest up, everyone, and wait till nightfall. Well, you gotta keep lookouts, though, just in case one of them walk over here.
So is this the plan then? We're raining hellfire in a sense.
Yep, we're gonna hit them hard and fast before they have time to react.
I'm gonna look at the twins. Hellfire? Question mark. Have y'all got a way to throw fire at them?
Twins.
Fire?
Hmm.
Yes.
Do I have fire is a good question.
Let's see.
Question: are we getting a long rest, an actual long rest? Since we did this early and we're going at night.
Yeah, this will be a long rest.
If you do not currently have it prepared, you could switch things out.
I'm also gonna take out 2 vials of K-Fisher blood and sit down in front of it, and then take out my Alchemist fire that we got from the Goblin caravan wagon raid thing, and sit beside them and just look at them.
I mean, would Sacred Flame help?
Sacred Flame is radiant.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just thought I'd ask.
Does it not have fire attribute?
No, it's light. It's light and holy damage.
Yeah, it's radiant damage.
I don't know if I have anything.
Even then, I feel like the fire is just going to be a short burst anyways.
Yeah, really, it's to partially damage them up before everything kicks off.
Yeah, I feel like anything that can damage them long range is going to be good.
So if you two don't have a
In
way
case
of doing,
I have guiding bolt for that, shouldn't I?
yeah,
Yeah,
you-
it's
your
radiant
guiding
as
bolt will
well.
work. Well, no, not for fire, just to attack them when they run out. So yeah, what you two can do is when we do this and they come running, hit them when they come out.
I can do that. Correction, I will try to do that.
But there will be an attempt.
All right.
Attempt made. Whether it will be a good attempt is yet to be seen.
All right.
Oh, what is the throwing distance
Guiding bolt?
of like
I'd stick a dynamite. Hold on.
Not very far.
I think it's 30 foot.
Is it 2060 or?
Hold on.
It's
With
a
Alchemist
specific
fire
one.
here, as an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering on impact. That's Alchemist fire.
Well, dynamite's an actual thing. So hold on a sec.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had it pulled up a second ago. Let me pull it back up.
Hold on, I got it. It affects everything. You use your action to throw it up to 60 feet. You can throw it up to 60 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
It affects everything around it in a 5-foot radius when it goes off with a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw. And it doesn't do fire damage. It does bludgeoning damage, but it does a good amount of bludgeoning damage to anything around it. So it would affect objects too.
Interesting.
It's that shockwave hit you.
Yeah, it's the shockwave, not the fire, the shockwave.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
Hack all of my stuff back up.
All right.
Because also,
As
I'm
y'all-
wondering if we want to stealth as close to it as possible to hit the hut, or stay as far as possible and hit the hut.
I mean, we can try, but one of us is clinky clacky armor.
So far away, hit the hut.
I mean, I can attack it from far away. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, if y'all all setting out to get ready for the attack in the evening, what? Let's take a break there before combat gets started.
Alright, that sounds good. Everybody, we'll be back shortly. Grab a snack, grab a drink. And again, we'll be back. And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. So, last where we left off, the group was all getting ready to go into the woods at nightfall.
Power napping.
Yep. As you all rested till it's completely dark outside, you all get up and get ready to go for the day. And as you are making your way, and as all of you are making your way through the woods,
I want to do one thing before we get there. I want to bring, since we've had a long rest, I can do this again for free without burning a spell slot. I'm gonna bring out Draco again, and this time I'm gonna have him set to the fire setting for him.
Okay. That works.
Well, you about to head out?
Yeah, I was about that. I was just giving time for anyone to have any more preparations. But if not, as you're all making your way through...
On the way up there. So yeah, just, I guess on the walk up, I'll look to Harper and say, just try to be open about this, and I'll run through the transformation thing.
Huh.
And then just look at him. It gets worse, and then I'm going to go ahead and blood maledict my arm, my claws here. Going to take 5 damage to start this out. All right.
Hey, what?
I'm ready.
Why are you? Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty gnarly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't worry, that gets normal after a while.
Does it?
I think this is the second time I've seen him about the third or fourth time I've seen him cut into himself like that. But yeah, you get used to it.
If you insist, like I said, reality's the best story. Oh my gosh.
Also, we may need those aliases if you do plan on putting this part in your book.
Not a lot of people are really thrilled about werewolves, so yeah.
I am perfectly fine with you using my name.
Good to know.
Why don't you leave it as it is? Okay? For me, at least. I don't care if you use my name, but they're not all bad. I want you to remember that. We're not all bad.
You mean where?
Just
I'm definitely using that. And he jots down a note. He's like, but I was not implying you were. I'd have to imply that all tieflings were bad if that was the case. And we get enough crap as it is.
I mean, if we're saying things about our general people, I mean, humans have done some messed up things over the histories too.
Honestly, around here, they're some of the more relaxed folk, it seems, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm glad that we're all terrible people, but I didn't mean for this to turn into a lecture, and I just try to usher everyone on.
Shall we have a group hug first?
Please don't touch.
Noted.
We're not there yet.
We're not there with each other.
He's the guy that's trying to do the hand in the middle teamwork thing, and we're just all like, why? No, go away.
Like, we have never. Ew, gross. We've never done that.
I just thought in a near-death experience it would be good to bond, but all right.
Look, I've died nearly almost twice, and I don't come back hugging people.
And once
Jeez,
you've had,
not
You did
appreciative.
hug Maddie.
and once you've realized that you've had more than one near-death experience, they're all the same.
You die once, you die 1,000. Okay, come on.
Exactly.
I would argue that, but let's just say sure.
And I would also argue that, being that I'm probably the one who's had the most of the group so far.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
keep
saying
in
anything
mind-
I can to get
mind you.
everyone moving.
I feel like we're walking
At
and
that
talking
point-
at this point.
Yeah, y'all are getting pretty close to the clearing that y'all were at earlier. At the least, as y'all get to the edge of it, you do hear a decent bit of wrestling going on. As y'all look across the clearing, and you're able to see the giants are actually out of their hut right now. You see they're actually armed with spears, and they have all their wolves out, and it seems like they're actually, by the looks of it, as you see they're putting little giant leather satchels on them and other things. Seems like they're going out hunting for tonight.
Well, that goes against what we were planning initially, but I see that we have to hit them now. If they're going out hunting, they could end up finding someone on the road, potentially.
Then we should become their prey.
So, how far away are we actually from them? Because Cyrus can only throw that stick of dime like 60 feet.
I got you on the map right now.
Okay, hold on. Well, I see us. Okay. Like, I was zoomed way in. So
Hey.
Cyrus would have to get a little closer. They haven't noticed us yet, right?
No.
Then I say that we stealth right now. I can attack at a distance, and we go off of Cyrus's throwing the stick of dynamite as a signal.
I would actually suggest we be as loud as possible right now.
All right. If you want to go loud, everyone ready yourselves. And then I'll pull out my other gun with the arcane symbols on it.
Okay.
So we all agreed on going loud?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hey, uglies!
Really, but gonna die tonight.
Oh,
Well, I
Wait,
guess
so that-
we'll
wait,
get their
so wait, this-
attention.
so did
Phil,
Cyrus
you
say?
stink.
Whoa, whoa! I was hoping that we would attack us going loud, but all right.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping we'd split them up.
They take notice and are like, "Argh, argh," and you hear just angry yell in the distance as they don't seem to know common that well, but that insult is universal.
It's just something yelling at them, too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna go get food. Food is yelling at
Hey.
me.
Hey,
So everyone roll initiative.
hey,
Oh, God.
DM, can you remove my other token? I can't move that one. I'm
Oh.
putting a copy of my token out.
Okay.
That worked.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Something.
Yeah, everyone make sure to
Oh,
click
dang
your piece first.
I forgot. Sorry.
I apparently got a 6.
Could you add mine to it?
Yeah.
No, I got pretty solid.
Nice.
Alright. And Maddie got an 8. So,
I just noticed Luna got a natural 1. I'm sorry.
The first roll, yeah, but it didn't take.
well, that worked out.
My second roll was even worse.
Oh.
Or not even worse, barely better. It was still bad.
Okay.
I gotta say, hey, I tied with Biggin.
You added me to the board yet?
I have not. What did you roll?
8.
You rolled an 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting a lot of repeating numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is probably the lowest initiative roll I think that has ever came out of this party. Especially when I was having to ask at one point with this group who got above a 30.
I think the best I can roll is a 24. I have good decks, but nothing adding else onto the initiative.
Yeah, just High Seas campaign though.
Oh yeah, High Seas campaign. Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, in that campaign, it was a matter of no. Underdark was a matter of who goes second because Kendall's character was the fastest.
Yeah. But alright.
Swashbuckler.
Yeah. Alright, I think that is everyone. So, Marcus, you are going first in this combat.
Okay, so let me get this out. Okay, I gotta get closer then and do this. Oh man, it's the best I can do. So, yeah, I'll go for that. Just because it, yeah, just because it will catch two of the giants and one of the wolves. I will target it at that spot, and Marcus will pull out. He has his gun with the runic symbols on it. He swirls around the barrel and matches up different arcane symbols, and then I will cast Pyrotechnic, doing fireworks.
Okay.
The two giants and that wolf has to make a con save.
Gotcha. You're doing the blind effect, aren't you?
Yeah, it has a 10 foot. It has a 10 foot off of the area that I picked, so it'll affect that wolf and the two giants. I can't get it further in than that.
So first one, freaking 9. A 14, wow. And the wolf. If this is the one that makes it, wow.
Yeah, it's the one that made it. I actually thought the giants would make it.
If a 19, the wolf is the only one that isn't blinded.
Yeah, so the two giants are blinded into the. Let me double check. The two wolves are blind. The two giants are blinded into the end of my next turn. So the end of my next turn, they are blinded.
Okay. You hear what Josh, as the huge flashbang just goes off in the night. The wolf is able to dive out of the way, but the two giants look completely rattled. Now all attacks against them have advantage for a whole round.
And they can't exactly know where we are. And just so that I can, like, maybe throw them off slightly, I will take my last bit of movement to... let me get the select tool. I'll take my last bit of movement to step to the side, just so that I'm not exactly where I was. And that'll be my go.
Alright. That being the end of Marcus's turn, it will now be Harper's turn. Oh. Whoa! Good stuff, Marcus!
Thank you.
That's as far as he can go.
As he steps right there, though, I would just say, I wouldn't stand there if I were you, but all right.
I gotta get this close, unfortunately. Cover your ears. And he pulls out his harp and he just strums it real quick. And he lets out a really low note, a really high-pitched one that it takes you a bit by surprise. And you see this little ripple in the air just emit from him and head toward the giant. And you see as it hits him, just giant needs to make a con save. That will make it, but he'll still take half damage. So he will take half of 21 damage, taking 10 points of damage. Alright. He's like, that worked. Then he will, kind of hold his harp out and wait there, like, a little more resilient to that than I thought. That's unfortunate. Oh well. And that will be the end of Harper's turn. It will now be the wolf's turn. As all the wolves just start barking madly and angrily at y'all. Not too happy at what's transpired so far. But they will charge forward.
Blinded.
No, the wolves weren't blinded. The giants are, though.
Okay, yeah, he made it.
Yeah, giants are, wolves are. They will spend their turn charging forward, but not too far forward. Seems they're not trying to get too far away from their masters. At the end of the wolf's turn, it is the giant on the right's turn. You see he's currently covering his eyes, just kind of rubbing his... He... Let's see. $20, 30, 35, 40. He will charge in y'all's direction, and he will step here... and he's just kind of swinging madly, but he kind of had a vague idea of where you were from the sound, so he is going to throw, but it will be a disadvantage. As he throws, he throws one of his giant wooden tree trunks that see has been sharpened to a point like a spear.
How dark actually is it?
It is pretty dark outside. You currently can hardly see it all.
So would I be at everything?
Would you what?
Would I be at disadvantage to attack?
Yeah, you would.
Do they have dark vision?
Giants? The heck? Hang on.
Someone's gonna be blind with me.
That's
Hey,
actually
technically they're
I
blind
need-
right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I could have swore giants had dark vision, so I'm going to retroactively say they were holding torches.
Okay.
Alright.
I can
So
see
yes,
him.
you can see Emerald.
So that's actually why I asked if Emrock could see in the dark.
I'm well aware of this at all times, that I am the liability to the group.
And we
Hey,
always fight in the dark.
we always
When
fight
I
in the
threw
dark.
myself into the fire and then we all got shot by goblins, I was thinking of you all.
Yeah, the only one that has dark vision is Stone. The rest of them do not.
I mean, it makes sense. You're a Goliath, so you don't have dark vision. So it makes sense that most giants wouldn't have dark vision either.
But anyways, it rolls a 15, which would miss Marcus and would miss Harper as well.
I know
As the
that's
tree just goes between the two of you, and y'all just both jump to the side as this explosion of sand and dirt hits the sprays around you as the tree gets shoved into the ground next to you. But y'all are safe for now. Right. And that will be the end of its turn. Cyrus, it's your turn.
Alright. Exactly how far is everything? Oh wow, I have like decent reach from just here. Would I be able to see this spot?
Which spot?
This spot, in between the wolves here.
You have enhanced dark vision, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You have like crazy. Yeah, you
I'm
have
not-
like crazy dark vision.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'd say you could.
Okay. Because I'd like to use my action to light and throw the dynamite. And throw it here.
Alrighty. So you roll. That is a deck save on their part.
It affects all creatures within 5 feet of where the dynamite landed.
Yes,
So it's not you.
3 deck save.
Wait, is it an actual? Isn't an actual roll to see if it? I don't think it hits to.
Yeah, he just throws in
Yeah.
other nets and save.
Yeah, it's an AOE. You just throw it to a spot and
Mhm.
see if you and it echoes out.
Okay, so 2 of them succeed, but 1 fails. So roll your 3d10 damage.
Ooh, that's how much it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It does 3d6s actually.
It does.
Yeah, 3d6s. It does more damage if you're throwing if more sticks are next to them though, depending on how many
Oh.
more sticks.
Oh, so is it 3d6?
It's
Yeah, it
3d6.
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the more sticks there are, the more damage it does though.
I was looking at something wrong.
Yeah, not as impressive. It's 6.
And still damaged all the wolves.
So is that just my action?
Yeah, that was your action.
Yeah, you have to use your action to throw it.
Yeah, I was just making sure I didn't use my bonus action.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to here, and use my bonus action to summon Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. That will be the end of your turn as you charge out and just launched a dynamite into the woods. You hear just a chain of whining as you run forward and look to see. It did some decent damage to the wolves. Didn't completely blow them away, but did some damage. They're quick enough to get away from most of it. As you duck behind a tree and just call the shadows to your side, you are ready to go for next round. I'll end of Cyrus's turn. Maddie, it is your turn.
Okay. I will run as far as I can.
If you only have 30 feet, you can get right there. Or I don't know where you're trying to go.
Yeah, I can get up front of those.
Yeah, you can get up to him.
And you get advantage on your attacks because he is currently blinded.
Yay.
Right. Yeah, the 23 will hit. And a 14 will hit as well.
Nice.
Giant's wall of hit points, not AC.
Yeah. Alright, so 15 damage for both hits.
Yeah,
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do?
that'll be all for this round.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, it is the other giant's turn. Bye.
DM,
Yeah.
would the giant know where the wolves were because they moved before the giant moved?
I was going for he was going along the trail that he'd know to go on in particular.
I was just seeing if he stepped on any of the wolves.
His will be.
No, he does not. I considered it, but I'm like, he's dumb, but he's not dumb enough to where he's going to start barreling through the trees to try and get to y'all. Just going to stick with the path he knew, and I'm going to say he's going to take his action, use his action to try and gauge where y'all are, just kind of keep his senses out looking for you. His turn. Amarok, it's your turn.
Alright, I think my full 30 feet put me right here. I think that's about all I can do. Can I just hold an action to hit anything that might get past her?
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, I'm holding tight. That's it.
Alright. So that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Luna, is your turn.
Oh. What's the pointer thingy? Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. I'm moving behind the rock. Kind of. I can see them from here, right?
Yeah, you can. It's hard to miss him.
Figured. I'll just cast Guiding Bolt.
Alright, on the front one?
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you do.
I have advantage?
You're blinded if
yeah.
you're casting it.
Y'all attack rolls have advantage on blinded creatures.
Ooh, doesn't Guiding Bolt do something similar?
Yeah, it also gives you advantage.
That is perfect.
Alright. 17 will hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Okie dokie. Remember what my damage was.
Guiding Bolt's 120.
Yeah, you can snipe someone from really far away with it.
Yeah, it's an amazing spell.
Yeah. Radiant lights them up, so that makes it people have advantage, and it can attack from 120 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, why'd you roll 5d6?
Mm,
It is a 3d6 at base level, I think.
No, it's 46.
46.
I have 5d6 on D&D Beyond. Okay.
Are you casting at a second level?
That says, oh yeah. Oh, that's what I was looking at. I was like looking at second level.
Yeah, there are tabs in the
Yeah.
spell. There are tabs in the spell.
I
that
didn't
you
count.
cast.
I didn't call it out yet. It wouldn't let me. It didn't give me the option for some reason.
Oh, it's all good. You want to keep it at second level, or we can just take off the final die if you want to just make it a third level. I mean, the first level.
I was gonna say. Yeah, just take out the final die.
Okay. So he gets 4 hit
16.
points. 3. Let's see that again.
16 damage. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. As you duck behind a rock, hoping to get some cover, and you look and you can still see pretty much their torso enough from around a rock. You're like, huh. You just stick your hand over, fire, and duck back down. And you hear just
Hey.
satisfying to signify you hit. Alright, will that be the end of your turn?
I just
Luna?
yell out. Yeah, and I just yell out at everyone. Have fun with that.
Right. End of your turn, Luna. Marcus, it's back to you.
Okay. So 10, 15. Okay. When I get right here, I'll pick this spot, and I'll cast Pyrotechnics again. This time catching the 2 giants and the 2 wolves right there.
Okay. Alright, first giant rolls. 17. Will that succeed or what?
Yeah, it succeeds. So he's not
Okay,
blind.
second giant.
At the end of my turn, he won't be blinded.
16. Will that succeed?
That meets, so yes.
Okay. The first wolf. That's a fail. Second wolf. That is a fail as well.
Okay, so they're blinded. 5, 10. I will use my movement to get me right there. 5. Yeah. Nah, they'll just be just out of it, but the wolves will just be just out of my range on Draco. So instead of doing that, I will just stay right here. That way I don't hit my parties with this, and I will light up the first giant, and he's still blinded to the end of my turn if that affects it. I can't remember if it does or not, but he has to make a dex saving throw.
It weirdly does not affect it. Dex saves.
Alright. Dex saving throw on his part then.
13, so that's a fail.
Yeah, that would be fail. Damage. Okay.
How much damage is? Oh, there we go. 7
Wait.
fire damage. Awesome.
Yeah. It threw me off because it looked like it was rolling a d20, but yeah, 7 fire damage. It's
Okay.
2d6s.
All right. So you run out and fire another flashbang as you're unleashing a torrent of flame on this giant. It's kind of batting the flame away like.
And since I still have a little bit of movement, since I did move to that spot, I will take 5 steps backwards and then end my turn.
Okay.
So I'll be there.
Alright, and as you do, you leave its threatened squares and it's going to make an attack opportunity at you, but still it is. That would be before your turn ends, so it still would be of disadvantage.
Nice.
So, 21?
21 was the lowest.
Yep. No, wait, no,
Phew.
you're the lowest. Yeah, you're lowest. Yeah, 14 was the lowest.
Then it doesn't hit.
Okay. So it'll swing its torch out at you, and you just quickly jump out of the way, narrowly dodging it.
That'll be my go.
At the end of your go, they can now see again. They can now fight.
Hey, Harper, you got something that, could help out with this? Making it to where they can't see again, if that's possible?
No, I'm really good at making loud noises.
Pocket sand.
Well, speaking of, and he will fight. He will get up here, and centered in between the two, he is going to cast Shatter.
One of my favorites.
It's a fail. And a success. And because of his resonating notability, he will add his charisma to any thunder damage. For 26 thunder damage to both of them.
Dang.
So you see the first one that's definitely taking the brunt of the damage. It kind of doubles over and just, loud as he's just racked by this super loud noise. The other one is able to cover its ears in time.
Wait, he would still take half, right? Off of
Yeah,
Shatter?
yeah, he still takes half, just not as bad.
Okay.
Okay, that will be the end. Harper's turn. It's like that.
Yeah, that'll help.
Oh, you, sister, a weekend about for you. Finish him off. And he is going to give you, Maddie, a bardic inspiration.
Yay.
It's
I will
fire.
try.
Alrighty. At the end of his turn, it is now back to the wolves. And these two are blinded, so they are they're very unsure what to do. But these, they got an idea of it. They're going to come at you, activating your held action, Amarok.
Oh,
There he goes.
there he goes.
Rolling right
There he goes. There he goes again. Well,
And Maddie,
no, still roll your right damage. Right damage still gets added to that and gets critted too because it's a die.
Okay. Is there even a point though?
No, there's not. As you see the wolf just, Maddie, you kind of look to your side and you see a wolf just, and as it's just about to reach you, a giant hand just reaches out and crushes its maw and its a clawed fist. To see Amarok's hulking form behind you.
She just gives him a thumbs up and continues on.
Just sort of sling blood off a finger and do the same.
Okay. Alright. But this one is going to attack you, and because of pack tactics, it will have advantage. So- Maddie, will a 19 hit you?
Yes, it means.
Would it be? Would it be?
It meets. Because I forgot to tell you something. I was looking through my notes and realized one thing I forgot to mention about the shield. While you're attuned to it, it's a +1 shield.
Oh, so. What?
Oh, you have like shield of faith.
Oh, well then technically it would miss by 1 then, if that's the case.
Or shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I just realized as I got to this point, I forgot to tell you your shield's actually a +1 shield.
Oh. So. A 20?
Alright,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a 20,
yeah.
it will not hit.
Yeah, you have a 20 AC.
Nice.
Alright. So it tries to bite at you, and using your new shield, you just knock it away. You're able to knock it away from it, just whining a bit as it goes. These two wolves, they're gonna head in the general direction they think you are. Just sniffing the air and searching for you, they're going to charge at you, Marcus. And they're going to try and hit as well.
Technically they wouldn't have disadvantage because they still have pat tactics, but
Yeah,
They
it's
would
going to
get-
be base
they would-
rolls. 23 and a 19.
okay, 23 would hit me, but I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay. So it will not hit at all then?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So even blind, it seems through their nose alone they're able to track you decently, and one will lunge at you trying to bite at your ankle, and you're able to quickly hold it back with the shield. As you fend them off for 1 whole turn. And that'll be the end of the wolf's turn, so it will now be the hill giant's turn. And it will, after taking so much damage, angrily just try and slam its torch into you, Maddie.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. 19 will not hit your new AC. But a 22 will.
Yep.
Alright, so the giant torch damage. Is 19 damage plus 1 point of fire damage. So 20 damage total.
Ow.
So you catch the first one with your shield and you hold back barely, but then you just, with 2 hands, just pushes it further into you, knocking you reeling for a bit. It's a strong thing, that's for sure. It isn't just bulky.
Ow.
That'll be the end of its turn. Cyrus.
Alright. Going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right up to it. And I'm going to attack the giant with Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
Oh, and since... Oh wait, is it dim light right here?
I'd say with a torch it's dim light.
Okay. So then
Well, I take it back. It's a giant torch, so I'm going to say it's a decent light.
Okay,
Yeah, that's like a portable bonfire.
Yeah.
that's fair.
for the scale of the torch, it's not going to be dim light.
Hopefully, it's still a decent roll. Yep, that's a 22 to hit.
Actually, wouldn't you have advantage
that'll
on the
hit.
first one? Because the first one hasn't been hit again yet by an actual attack, and it's still under guiding bolt, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can roll. You can roll again and see if you crit.
that is fair. I'll just roll d20 without adding anything.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So first one's better.
No,
Yeah.
You never,
no
you
crit,
never
no
know.
hit.
Alright, so I'm going to do my Shadow Blade damage first. So that's... Yes. So it takes 11 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And it will also take 1d...
One
I
D,
believe.
one D. I think it's 1d8 of fire damage, if I remember Green Flame Blade.
It is 1d8.
Then it'll also the other bit of damage will jump off to the wolf.
Yep. So it'll do 2 fire damage to the giant.
Okay.
You want me to roll a different d8 for the wolf, or?
Is it 2d8 for the wolf, or is it only 1d8?
It's 1d8
2d8.
plus my charisma mod.
But you're level
Ah,
5,
yeah, okay.
so I think it's 2d8.
It is 2d8 actually. You were right.
Yeah, you're level
'Cause-
5.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, because I know it gives the initial damage
yeah.
fire as well.
So
That's a
it's
really
2d8
good
plus
roll.
plus your charisma modifier, so
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other wolf just evaporates as you stab your shadow blade into it, and from the black blade, a burst of green fire shoots out of it and burning away the wolf next to you.
And I would like to use my bonus action to Misty Step. 15, 20, 25, 30, and go here.
All right.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty then. That being the end of your turn, Maddie, it's your turn.
Okay. First off, ow. Second off, I will whack him again.
And you have Bardic Inspiration. Well, I don't think you need it, but no, you don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it. Well, you didn't have advantage on these rolls.
Oh, do you just want to take?
We'll just take the first one as both your attacks, so you hit both times either way.
Okay.
Alright, 16 damage. Nice. As it did this, he quickly sidestep and just take a big hard slash at his leg twice, and you see his leg buckle and he hits the ground, and he's barely hanging in there. He's looking rough right now.
Now it's his turn to say ow.
No. Ow.
What are they actually screaming this whole time?
Some words you know your parents would slap you for if you said as a giant.
You don't know my parents. Oh goodness. All right.
Happy. That being the end of your turn, Maddie, it will now be Amarok's turn.
Alright, so I'm assuming I can see Mr. Redman over here, right?
You can see
Harper?
what?
I can see Harper, correct?
Yikes.
And
Yeah, you
I'm
can see
aware that there's a giant, well, the giant here, correct? Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm just going to plant myself right here. Close off this guy's avenue to our other squishy guy. Just attack. Just continuing on to the same one we've been hitting here.
Alrighty.
Ooh, it's going to hurt me. First attack. I have no idea what's going on with the dice. So yeah, 22 to
That's
hit,
all good.
7 damage, and it's throwing like 4 dice at a time. Okay, we're figuring this out.
It does that. It does that sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Second attack. Oh yeah. Or hold up. I'll do all right damage afterward.
Yeah, you should have your right activated.
16 to hit, 10 damage.
Alright.
Okay, and I guess bonus action.
And
too.
you see
Oh yeah, I'm going all out here. Thank you.
you see if the
That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
I don't hit.
But you run around its back and try and block the path of the other one. As you see it's already down, your instincts kick in and you pounce on its back and just bite into it and claw at its back. As you do, the being just tumbles to the ground and falls. And it is dead.
Oh. I'm just tearing into a body then. Alright, so that's it. And I'm just
You
gonna,
do it.
as it falls, just shift attention to the other one.
It's alright.
Just that slow.
And that one definitely
turn
has
of-
attention on you.
Yep. Hit me. Hurt me. That's it. That's all I can do.
Yep. So you're... It seems like he's trying to make out the word traitor, but can't get it fully out. And
Oh,
it is
God.
going to make 2 of its spear attacks at you.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and use a reaction here. Use Blood Curse the Eyeless. Because I do not want to get hit. 4 off whatever it rolls.
Alright. Okay. So first hit, 21, knocked down to 17.
Yep, still hits.
Okay. Second one, 26, knocked down to 22. That really could make a big difference someday. It just hasn't yet. Did I go out?
I hear you. I think did
Okay.
he go out? Yeah, he went out.
Well,
Hear me now?
better roll the damage then.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I kind of went off on a monologue saying, "Oh my gosh, this is going to hurt." Continue now.
Be fair. Be fair. It's 28 damage for the first hit.
Hmm.
The second hit is 25 damage.
Mm.
This will be halved.
Oh, both of them are halved. So, instead of 53 damage, you take 26.
Yeah.
That's a less scary
Because
number.
That would put me out. Okay,
No,
how
that-
much did you say?
26 total.
26. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot.
Alright.
We're gonna have to make some decisions now.
But yeah, he slams his spear into you twice. Luckily, your new hardened skin is keeping you from what you estimate would be an untimely death, if not. Right. And at the end of that, Luna, it is your turn. You see one giant has gone down and the other one is currently going to blows with Amarok.
Uh-huh. How is Marcus doing with the 2 wolves?
I haven't been touched
Very
yet, so I'm good. I'm good.
Attempting to bite his ankle.
Okie dokie. Me to try to, like, use animal handling or anything to try to, like, get the dogs to back down.
You could try.
Just for
I mean, they're gonna mourn. They might just run away.
what?
I said they might just run away. They watch their master die. A lot of emotions going around right here.
Well, they're actually blind, aren't they?
They haven't seen their master die yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Their backs turned.
And blind.
I'm going to say with the beat. I'm going to say with the how intense the battle is and everything going on, it would be a roll of disadvantage, but you can try and do animal handling.
Just for fun. I am gonna get one of my rations out. And kind of toss it in their direction, and hold on just a second. There it goes. I did not mean to do it twice.
14.
Well, you had to do it with
Maybe the first one?
It'd be the
The Spanish. Oh, so I actually did. I
Yeah.
intentionally did the right thing.
One does get. You do get one of their attention. They're kind of staring at you just weirdly as you just hold out the food to them. They don't seem to be taking it though.
I wasn't holding it out. I was kind of tossing it in their direction.
No. When you toss it in their direction, they don't even look at it. They're just looking at both of you.
Okay.
Alright.
And that would count as my action, right?
Yeah, I'd say that's your action.
Okay. Because I can't hit or anything with a bonus action.
You have the well, do you have what's it called? Spiritual weapon?
Yeah, but it's fine. Okay, I'm done with my turn.
I mean, you could cast spiritual
Alright.
weapon as a bonus action if you haven't cast a spell, and hit someone with it too if you wanted to do that.
I didn't have good luck that last time, so I'm gonna choose not to do that.
All right.
No, that's fair. At the end of your turn, Luna, then Marcus, it's back to you.
Okay. Because I technically can. I think it'd be kind of funny. So what I'm going to do is, so, like, you threw the ration on the ground, correct?
For me, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to catapult the ration at the giant. He has to make a
Okay.
dex
It's like the
saving throw.
video of people throwing the cheese at the cat. That's all I can imagine here. Just life and death battle over here. Just a hunk of sausage smacks him on the hip.
Hits him real hard though if it hits.
Oh god. Oh,
Ah,
I thought you rolled
That 20, oh my god.
well, he'll take half, but still.
Yeah.
I thought you rolled a natural 20 to hit him with the sausage.
No, it's a saving throw on their part.
Oh.
But
I wanted leg dismemberment by sausage here.
oh, that would have been solid too.
Yeah.
Still,
Oh,
the fact that I did that much The fact that I did that much damage with a ready to
That's-
eat meal.
As
Hey,
you
memory
just,
bomb.
as you see, what Kindle's doing is like, I could use this, and you launch it at the giant. You see its head just turn. It opens his mouth and just catches it in its mouth and starts chewing on it.
Oh god.
Talk about fast food.
It's still hurt it, but I fed it a little bit, so maybe it's okay with us now.
It's like spicy
Just
food.
looking
just
at
the
you, and I'm like,
next
I was trying to
level.
feed the dogs, not the freaking giant.
And because man, kind of makes it more difficult. Is there a way that if I did a cone, I could not? I don't hit. I can avoid hitting her because I'll risk taking the attack of opportunity from the wolf because they'll still get disadvantage on it till the end of my turn. But I'm trying to do a cone to.
It's a
catch the-
15-foot cone, right?
Yeah, it's 15-foot cone.
Yeah, that you miss her there.
Okay, so I then will activate Draco, and it will do the cone of fire.
Okay.
But I do, if it wanted to get an attack of opportunity, the one that I moved away from, it still get to do one, just at disadvantage.
All right. Well, cancel out because its ability in 18 was. Your shield would still be up though, wouldn't it?
Hold on. If it's not, I'll reapply it, but let me see. This is the start of my next turn. So I will reapply shield so that it doesn't hit me, because it will last until the beginning of my next turn anyway. So I'll reapply shield.
Okay. So that works. That'll be the end of your turn.
Well, they still
No,
have
wait.
to make
Oh,
a dex.
yeah, you got to roll the thing. My bad.
What were they have to make dex saving throws.
Yeah, I'm rolling right now. 14 will fail. And a 5 will fail. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Now
Full
the,
damage.
the damage.
Eight damage. And that would actually take out both of them. As both of them were damaged already. No wolf for you.
I didn't even realize that if you were trying to go for a pet there. Nah,
I knew she'd
Marcus
do
was
it.
Marcus was tunnel vision battle.
I knew she'd do it.
So
It's
5.
like springtime. There's pups somewhere.
And you're just not good with animals anyway.
No, I'm not good with animals at all. So I will stay right there. Actually, that way the giant has to come to me. I don't want to get closer to it.
All right. At the end of your turn, Marcus, it is now it is now Harper's turn. As like, you okay there, Amarok?
Just waving over the shoulder, just almost like
Growl once for yes.
I'm just gonna flip him off.
There we go. And he is going to cast a healing word at you at a 2nd level.
Feel slightly bad about that now. Oh, God.
It's
Deal
fine
you
because
for 12 hit points.
no, it's fine because his healing word is the F bomb.
Yeah. All right, back at you, buddy.
You just
Okay. We
Feels
have
like-
fun here.
just starts strumming away as the tale of the mighty wolf and a giant, and he just plucks the string hard at the last one, and we'll send out the shockwave he sent out earlier. As the giant has to make another con save, which it will make again. So he will take half of this. For 21 points of thunder damage. The exact same amount as last time, too. Dango. Alright. So 10 damage. That will be the end of his turn. Maddie, it's your turn.
So which one's the one that just did that?
Couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, which one was the one that just did that?
There's only one person. There's only one. Yeah. He just Harper did that thunder attack,
Oh, okay.
but there's only one thing left.
I would like to go there.
Okay.
And attack.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Roll it. Yeah, both of them will hit.
Yay.
8 damage. 16 total, nice. Alrighty. As you charge forward, it's locked into Battle of Amarok right now, but you do get 2 quick slashes on it as you're ready to take down this one as well. Will that be the end of your turn, Maddie?
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Maddie, it is Cyrus's turn.
Alright. I'm going to take the dash action. And go
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then use Quicken Spell to cast Booming Blade on it.
Okay.
So, d20 plus 7. 11.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Dang it.
Good idea, though.
Yeah, that'll be it. I use both my
Alright.
action and bonus action.
Okay. Well, at the end of your turn, then, it will be the giant. Sees he's getting surrounded and is definitely more annoyed and angry. So who will he attack? Alright. Alright. He has decided he really does not like Maddie for some reason.
Bruh.
But with your super AC, that doesn't matter now, does it? As a nut. Yeah, 17 and a natural 1 is definitely not going to hit.
Nope.
Girl's a beast.
Alright. Well, that will be the end of its turn. As it just, as all of you are rushing it at once, and he doesn't know how to handle it. He's just swinging wildly in every direction, but every hit's been missing. And its turn. Amarok, it's your turn.
Alright, just rinse and repeat here. Just taking chunks out. First attack. Ooh. Don't hit.
And 11 will not hit them.
Second attack.
21 will, though.
Yeah. And then bonus action attack.
Okay. And 11 again.
So that's going to be a 7 plus 8 damage total.
Okay.
Wait, what? Did you roll your blood right die? Oh wait, yeah, you just did.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Alrighty. And that being your turn completely, Amarok, as he's weirdly flailing around pretty quick to the point you're having trouble hitting him.
I got
Eddie, your
knocked
turn.
pretty hard.
Yeah, you're reeling a bit. Luna, it is your turn.
I think we lost her. Are you back?
Wait.
Am I the one?
Yeah, no, she just jumped. She just jumped back in.
Okay.
Sorry, wait, what?
All right, it's your turn. You got cut out.
I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt again.
Alrighty. Roll to hit.
This time I am gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Alright, 16 will hit. And that'll be 5d6 of damage.
Done playing around now.
18, yes. Alright. You see everyone's gathering up on it. You just add to the pile on that's happening, and you throw a bolt of light, and it slams into his shoulder, leaving a searing, glowing mark in the darkness. He's looking pretty hurt.
Good.
And that is the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That will be the end of your turn. Marcus, it's your turn.
Okay. So I get advantage on my next attack. So I don't know how to roll with advantage, so I'm just gonna roll twice. I'm gonna take. He has his gun with the runes on it, so he switches around symbols. He pulls the trigger, and I will do Firebolt. And if I hit, I will do my special thing I can do once per turn, where I can add an extra D8 onto the damage.
All right.
So that's the first roll. But it just rolled the damage. I don't know why I rolled it, but hold on. It's there. Wait, was it? Okay, 17, but I will roll again just to, and I'll just roll again. I know my stuff to add.
All right, go ahead.
17 was the better. 17 was the better, and I get to do an extra D8 of damage.
So that's 14 damage initially?
Yes, 14 damage. 14 damage in all off of my firebolt.
Okay. All right.
And then, because I had enough movement to get here, I'm then going to get up on them so I don't hit my allies and activate Draco again.
Okay, so it's the dex save on his part. Which will be a 13.
Nope. So let's take, here we go. actually, since since this particular turret doesn't even add anything else onto the damage, I'll just roll it like this.
Exact damage. How do you want to do this?
Alright, well, alright, so Firebolt, it lights things on fire when it hits them, so I will light it on fire, like shoot it in the face with a Firebolt, and then when it, like, leans over in pain, I'll, like, hold up my Draco to it and just ignite it, burning it from its face down.
Alrighty. As this Kambaran flailing, it doesn't seem to know how to handle all this everything that's attacking him at once. You just walk up to him and completely finish it with Draco, just burning him away. As it kind of hits the ground hard, its torch just kind of adding to the fire, going to him. He is gone. And the mood kind of dies down a bit as you guys have seemingly killed everyone here.
Mainly
Make it sound
killed.
like we're the bad guys.
Question.
Also makes
is
it
the
sound like
gi-
we didn't kill everyone.
Is the giant still burning?
Yes, it's smoldering a bit.
Just in case it had anything on it, I will cast Precipitation and snuff it out.
Okay.
Well, guys, so we did it. Down the two giants here. We didn't even have to burn down their hut.
Which means there's treasure in there. We should go get that.
One thing I want to do is I just want to search over the giants real quick, just to check.
Okay.
While he's
roll
doing
and...
that, I'm just gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Luna.
Oh no, I was just gonna say while he's doing that, I'm gonna go head over to the hut and make sure there's nothing else around there.
Okay.
Maybe there are
Roll
kids
it.
there. We can get them too.
I've dealt with parties that have tried stuff like that. Roll a perception check.
Wait, perception?
No, it's a Luna.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second.
Ten.
Ah, crap. Everything seems fine to me.
Yeah, Marcus, you cannot find a thing on them. It seems they really didn't travel with much on them as they left. And,
What?
Luna, you also don't find anything around the hut. You do find the treasure inside, and that's about it.
It's good enough for me.
Since I know that I saw the treasure inside earlier, I'll walk that way, but as I go, I'll pull out my screwdriver and I'll click the button on the bottom of it and I'll cast Detect Magic from it. Just to see if there's anything shiny sticking out.
There is two things that go off in the pile.
What type of magic are they giving off?
Enchantment.
Enchant.
No, one enchantment, one necrotic. No,
Okay.
transmutation, not enchantment.
Since I have the Detect Magic going on, well, just to check, I don't know if they were smart enough to do it, but I will check for traps just in case. You know, never know.
Make another investigation check, but as Luna's standing next to the pile, you estimate there may not be any.
So if you want, I also have find traps.
21.
Right. at that point, at that point, Harper kind of comes in like, "Oh, hey, that went good. Definitely all are dead. Ooh, treasure." And
Hold on
with
a moment.
21,
I was just telling him to hold on a moment since he was like he was just about to run in or something.
what? Also with 21, you do not find any traps.
Okay. Well, it's not trapped. Luckily for that. With my detect magic up, can I see what items are exactly the 2 items that are glowing with the magic?
You see a pair of boots and a short sword.
Ooh. And which magic is coming from which?
Transmutation's coming from the boots, necrotic is coming from the short sword.
You say this
If-
out loud?
Yeah, I'll tell them that, but then I'll say, if you give me a moment, please, I can figure out what these things truly are.
Ooh, creepy.
Hey,
All right.
DM,
Yeah.
while he's doing that, what does the actual meat look like in there? Like, not the hanging human, but deer meat.
There's deer meat. There's what looks like a bison meat, actually.
But it's not rancid, that's what I'm getting at.
Most of it is.
I'm gonna take the guy down. Shallow grave him, I guess.
Okay.
Marcus,
Yes.
you say that the sword has necrotic magic, whatever, coming from it. You do notice that Luna's just kind of like, wait, what? That actually interests her.
Well, see if I'm seeing like she seems to be more interested in that, I will spend 10 minutes to cast Identify as a ritual on the sword first, and then once I'm done with that, I'll cast it on the boots as a ritual as well.
Okay. You hear you say that loud, and Harper's like, "Ooh, evil." Then he's like, "I don't know if I should be messing with that." And then he sees what Amarok's doing. Like, "Oh yes, the bodies." He looks at the skeleton on the ground. Yeah, Amarok, I'll help you. And he drags the skeleton that was partially on the ground over to where Amarok is, bearing the body. And you, after a short little and after 10 minutes of casting Identify on it, you have found out that I will DM it to you in case you do want to keep it a secret.
Are you picking Facebook or what are you sending it to me on?
Yeah, Facebook would be easiest since I don't mess you on Discord much. I should have had you pulled up already, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys are wanting to do post-battle?
Well, I'm going.
Look at Harper. Honestly surprised that in his mind, the pretty boy is helping doing this kind of dirty work. I'm just gonna look at him saying, I misjudged you. I appreciate what you're doing here. Thank you.
Oh, what, do you think I'm scared to get my hands dirty?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have a high opinion. But you're working on that.
I'm from a pretty rough area. I've been through a lot worse. I just like presenting myself nicely. I've never really been able to.
Fair enough. And that.
And I have respect for the dead. I try to, anyways. Our souls all go to one place, anyways.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, enjoy the moment while I can. Hell, I've sung enough songs about it, anyways. But Marcus, so you have the sword info right now.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. And outside of character, I've just been going like, oh god. But yeah, I have the info. Marcus, when he casts the spell, does that. There's like a visual moment of shock on his face, but he kind of like sits the sword to the side for a moment and then starts working on the boots without saying anything
Alright.
yet.
Okay, I sent you what those are. And Maddie's not allowed to touch them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but come on, I kind of want to give Maddie the sword. But okay, but
He's
so
allowed the
yeah,
sword, not the boots.
I see the info. I see the info there. You said that. So Luna was looking at me when she heard necrotic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Luna, I would suggest that this sword goes towards one of our people who like getting up close and personal. The sword is, it's good, but okay, my personal opinions about necrotic magic is that necrotic magic is the study of molding life energies. It doesn't have to be evil, but this sword has a bit of that. I would actually suggest the sword for. Amarak likes using his claws a lot. Cyrus is fond of his rapier and can imbue it with magical energy. So I would actually say between. I would say between actually Cyrus or Maddie could use this more effectively since they constantly get up close and personal.
I don't mind getting up close as long as I have a decent weapon.
Well,
Also, I already have practice with necrotic magic.
Well, it works like this. This sword particularly is really effective at impeding health growing. What happens whenever you hit someone with this sword is it makes it to where it's not easily possible to heal them with healing magic. Or even a potion wouldn't work on them. They would have to take a moment to get away from the battle so that they can properly recuperate if they were to be hurt by this sword.
Ooh, like my chilling touch spell.
Oh, so that would be even worse than my vampiric touch.
Ooh.
And the boots make you faster, so it could really be effective for anyone.
Ooh.
Except Maddie.
Boots that make you faster.
Maddie's not allowed to touch them.
Now, since I
They should
kind of
get
like, since I like to stick and move, I would like to throw my hat into that corner. The sword could be up for one of our more meleeers if they're up to take it on, but I like to kind of stick and move, so getting in and out would be handy for me. If people are okay with me having the boots, that is. I understand if everyone else wants them. They're quite nice. They let you move faster.
Out of character, I've already had my run with the boots. So I'll be okay with you taking them.
Good.
Oh no, because you're potentially about to be a paladin with this sword, and it's going to be disgusting.
Yep.
The question is, will Maddie take it because it's necrotic?
Well, it just depends. Necrotic damage doesn't.
I'm literally asking her right now.
Oh yeah. I guess it would come out of the tent. Let me put your mind at ease. I don't feel any evil energy off of it. It's just that it is necrotic, and people associate necrotic with bad things, but it doesn't have to be bad. It's not like it's not an evil weapon in itself.
Necrotic damage isn't that bad.
Hmm.
Just a different light than radiant.
No, I can understand with our more recent exploits and finding out about your curse and that. If you wish to shy away from this, it makes sense. I understand, but I actually think it would be you who could potentially use this more effectively. That
It seems the best way to overcome this curse is probably to embrace it.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. But I don't feel like this. Like right now, I'm holding on to the sword and it's not doing anything to me.
As the little werewolf walks up, wiping blood off.
She just touches the sword, she burns.
But like I'm holding on to this sword right now and it's not doing anything to me. I doubt it would do anything to you, but if it would put you at ease, you can touch it, and we're all here with you right now.
You will touch the
You keep
sword.
talking about it. What does it actually do?
What it does is it makes it to where if a creature is struck by this blade, it cannot be healed through magical means for a time. Or alchemical means for a time. They would have to potentially go away and rest up for a moment.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing evil about that. It's controlling life energy.
I could also throw my hat in the ring and say that either item I could use fairly effectively. I mean, I am both long and close range, so boots would be nice.
Just outside of character, I forget about your full setup of your build. Are you proficient in short swords?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's a short sword, so I was just asking.
Yeah.
But I like to keep my distance. I'm willing to let this go for one of the people who get up close in person.
Okay.
I'll actually-
Also, you did leave out some things. The biggest thing is sort of wounding is once per turn when you hit with this magic weapon. They got to roll a con save or take an actual wound that will. Or
I
were you
mean,
wanting to
wait. Well, I know all about that. I just didn't know how to explain that in a D&D terms. I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that once we wrapped up. I was gonna say that. I was just gonna tell them what the actual sword did.
Sword's not
Because
evil, but it tries to kill you.
Like I know what the
Sure.
sword does. Like myself outside of character knows what the sword does exactly because I've used it on characters before and it's really nice.
I see. My bad.
But
Make sure you saw the same thing.
yeah, I know exactly what it does even without looking at the text.
All right. So yeah, that's it. So Cyrus throws his hat in the ring for both of them. So yeah, y'all roleplay out this who wants it, and at that point, yeah, I was gonna say at that point, Harper comes up, finished of the bodies, like, ooh, what a spicy debate. I feel like I shouldn't throw my hat in the ring. Ooh, art. And he goes over to the pile and he starts digging through, and pulls out a painting actually, and he's like, how can I treat this so rough?
I'm
Okay.
surprised it's not. I'm not surprised it's not broken in half, considering that these are giants, and they don't seem to be super delicate with their stuff.
Hey, DM,
Think. Yeah.
how damaged are the wolves? I know they're
Dead.
dead, but like, yeah. Like, are they tore up is what I'm asking. Because I seem to recall somebody looking for animals to hunt for warm furs.
Oh yeah.
Two of them got burned.
Yeah.
So they're warm.
I'm going.
Crispy.
The one that got killed by Green Flame Blade, there's definitely not anything left of that. The two that got killed by the flamethrower, there's nothing salvageable left from them either. The one that you killed with your bear claw, yeah, that one's got a pelt.
Alright, then I'm gonna go in and
Alright.
travel check.
Yeah, survival. You staying out of this whole conversation on magic items?
Yeah, I got extremely lucky, and Amarok realizes this, so he's just gonna shut up. That ain't good.
Oh, wait, there I am.
Hey there.
Hi there.
Okay, so while he is skinning, all that's left is the four of you to talk about who gets what magical item.
Well, like I was saying, it'd be between you meleeers and my. Well, it's just what I think. It'd be better for one of you melee, the people who like to get up close and personal, to use this. I feel like you would use it more effectively. I like to keep my distance if I can, so I would like the boots if everyone was okay with that.
To be fair, I have no feeling either way.
I think Luna's the only other person that made a vote for the boots.
It was.
I think Luna wanted the sword, right?
Yeah. I was the other person for the boot.
Maddie was on the fence about the sword.
Yeah.
Luna is typing in Discord.
Yeah, I think her.
Hey, we knew you know.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, I can hear you.
For the second, I have no idea what's going on. Like right at 10:30, it's like, hey, guess what? Knock off.
No internet for you.
But, so, were you saying that you wanted the sword, Luna, or did you, or what?
I would like it, yes, but I'm a little iffy of Cyrus having it. But I guess if I wouldn't
I
mind,
What would be wrong with me having it?
because it's you.
Exactly. Meaning I would use it to its fullest ability.
Meaning I would probably steal it from you. At least try.
I mean, considering that I do constantly try to stack magical damage and make sure my enemy does not stand afterwards.
Cyrus would definitely effectively use the blade. I'm not denying that. Since Maddie is on the fence about it, I won't force the issue on that end, but I'll just leave it between you two because I have no real interest in myself having the sword. So I'll actually just put the sword in between both of them.
Between what you both of who?
Throws on the ground. Fight for it.
Well, in between
Oh, no.
Luna and Cyrus, since you two are the ones who seem more interested in it, and let you two decide who gets it. Me, on the other hand, I would like these boots, but I can understand. I have a few items of my own that I have made myself, so if someone felt like they really needed these, then I'd be okay with that. But if one of y'all get the sword, the other one can't have the boots too. You gotta share your toys.
All I have to say is, woe was me, my magical item got burned and turned into spider gem.
Trying to remember what?
Yeah, in terms of it, the staff we had got taken from him and burned.
Oh yeah, that's right. You burned that.
Oh dang, tough
Glad you
luck.
got it.
Anyway,
And that's now a magical item that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you have the magical item that got taken from him and burned.
And Cyrus is completely using it against you.
I wonder how quickly I can run to that sword.
I
It's in
misty
the
step
middle
to it
of-
and pick it up.
What?
It's in the middle of you. It's in the middle of you too. So it's whoever wants it. Sorry, Marcus
Both
has
of-
stepped completely away from it.
Maddie's one
Both
the
of you
popcorn.
make a dex check.
I misty step.
No, doing this fair.
Oh, okay.
If this is like
Yeah,
having
what
like
if
a pet or something in the middle and calling it to. Said just Dex.
Yeah.
It's just who's faster reflexes.
A check or a save.
Just roll the
check.
d20. Roll a d20 at your dex.
That's a +1.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Okay.
Probably better than me.
I mean, you never know.
No?
Nope.
That's a nat 20.
Like this is the first time that like Luna has like truly spoken up about something. No, mine.
As Denaru with his
Face
normal,
first.
Cyrus with his normal depth just dives for it. You with a really quick move, you kick the bottom of the sword and have it flip up in the air and you catch it.
Hey, look, I win.
Fair is
Well,
fair,
well.
even though I'm not, taking pity on.
Fine. I have made my own magical items. I have a few of my own. I just like the boots. They mesh with my style well, and I'll give Cyrus the boots.
Ooh, thank you. Take him to just like scurry up.
And I was kidding about you not being able to have him, Maddie. I just wanted that to be clear.
Sure.
But
You had your
The-
time, though.
yeah, ultimately, Marcus wasn't gonna fight too hard. I literally can make my own magical items, so
Well, Maddie already has one magical item, so it's like, why is all everybody else?
there. Are the two children satisfied with their new toys?
I'm just like sitting there like admiring the boots. Yeah, this is nice.
I'm
Okay,
over on the side. I'm over at the side too, admiring the sword, just like, yay.
Now, Luna, let me fully tell you what the sword can do. And I'll like go over there and I'll just start whispering to her what the sword actually does. But I'll tell you after once we wrap up for the night. I'll tell you.
How
Okay.
creepy. Let me whisper this secret item to you.
Why do you gotta make it all weird? Why do you gotta make everything
What?
weird?
We make a big deal like, hey, this is not an evil item, but I'm gonna be real secretive about what it does. This is the end of the world here, just ooh, spooky. I mean, this is
And
like
th-
outside observer here. Like, I'm just sitting backseat eating popcorn here, watching y'all bicker over it, and all of a sudden you like, here, I'll tell you this. Come here, come here. Oh god. See what I'm
Harper's
getting at
like-
now?
Is this a nightly occurrence for your group?
Every 15
Yeah.
minutes this happens.
Yeah.
Wait, which part? It's yes to all.
Hey,
But so you said there was gold in the pile, though, like gold and stuff. So how much
Oh, yeah.
gold is actually in the pile? Since they've got their items, and I've told Maddie, I've told Luna what the sword can do.
as you're getting close, at that point, Harper speaks up. It's like, yeah, I've been counting it all. I got a rough estimate of everything. Pretty good horde, actually. They, these highwaymen have definitely made their rounds, but they got about 2,500 gold, 90 platinum, 7,000 silver, and 500 copper. Also, all this lovely art. I guess the caravan got robbed. It had a lot of art in it. I can't think of any other explanation.
just in general, because Marcus has literally met this guy today. I just want to do a general insight check on him.
All right, go ahead.
Roll it.
Seems pretty legit, unless
All right.
unless he rolls lower on unless he's lying and whatever, I guess. But
He seems to be pretty sincere.
all right. Well, I mean, they've been doing this they either have been doing this for a while, or they have hit some pretty big caravans.
Yeah. We got this various stuff. I estimate it was a caravan, knowing this, and he sets the painting up, and you see it's a very majestic painting of a halfling, very, very glamour shot in it, since I see this muscular halfling standing over a field, holding a pitchfork over it. Somehow wearing regal clothing, but is dressed up like a farmer.
Would this be like an art piece that would be like of someone that would be famous that we would potentially know, or is it
Not that you recognize. And he's like, and when paired with this, and he pulls from the pile a statue of a halfling that looks real similar. I estimate it was going to this fella's manor.
This person seems to be a bit of a narcissist.
Apparently. Also found an emerald necklace, little miniature platinum horse, and this actually. And he pulls out a glass shaped into likeness of a lamp, and you see it seems to constantly be glowing red. This is a decently made craftsman item. It's essentially what you do is you take the essence of a fire elemental and you trap it inside one of these vases and make a lamp out of it.
So wait, someone trapped a fire elemental soul in this thing.
No, you take the essence of one, the remainder of one when they die. And just a ruby ring.
Can I see those gemstones for a sec? The necklace and the ring for a sec.
Yeah, sure. And what were you saying, Amarok?
Would you happen to know what would happen if you mix different elemental essence into it? Say a lightning elemental, and I'm pulling that out.
I haven't done that myself. Maybe you could make some kind of volatile mix, but generally, elemental essences by themselves as alchemical means I've always heard being some of the best applications of them.
Amarok, I do like the way you're thinking, Amarok. But we would need an open field to do a test. But that's for later.
Okay.
I will pull out, since I have the gemstone and since I have the ruby ring and the emerald necklace. What I will do is I will actually pull out my jeweler's kit, and I will see if I can tell what the general value of them are.
All right. Make you got appraisal now, don't you?
I mean,
Or
I don't.
on again?
I was working on getting appraisal, but I just have a jewelry kit where I was just seeing if I could just use it for the.
Yeah, I'll say you could. Are you proficient with jeweler's kit?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you can use it for this.
Okay, so would that be intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an intelligence roll out of my proficiency, which currently proficient 3. So.
Hey, DM, get the rundown.
Yeah.
Coins again.
Run down to what?
2,500 coins.
2,500 gold and 90 platinum. 7,000 silver and 500 copper.
Woo!
Natural 20 plus 3, so 20, 28 total.
You know, both of them should be worth about 250 gold.
Fine craftsmanship. Fine craftsmanship.
Yeah. You know, those, and you estimate the rest of the lot should probably be about similar value as well.
Well, so what I'll do is I'll like separate the gemstones into a separate pile and like separate, since we're separating out the gold and stuff, so that we can divvy it up amongst the 6 of us. Since he helped very much in that fight, so. Harper, get over here.
I would honestly. No, don't worry about me. Honestly, I just want this. I just want the statue. I like him. He's smug.
You can have the painting too if you want.
Oh, sure. Other than that, the real treasure I got was the friendship I made along the way.
Where was the ship?
He's like.
Grief,
Marcus,
it's like Taya from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Marcus hearing that line
Yeah.
tries his best not to like show a gag almost, but yeah, okay, sure. If unless you want a little spending money for the road, just in case you are traveling with us, are you good?
No, I'm good. Don't worry. He will open up his coat pocket and just somehow shoves the statue inside of it and also the painting.
Wait, does he like take it out the frame and shove the entire thing in there?
Somehow the whole thing just fits.
He has fair.
Whoa! What? That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, my jacket's enchanted.
I know that we've met today, but can I have a little glimpse, and you see like Marcus like gradually pulling out some tools. It's just I like
No.
I just wanted to have a look.
No, we're not that
Take off
level
clothes.
yet.
You can't go poking around in other people's interdimensional pockets. As I'm still looking at my boots.
Fine. I'll put my tools away. But amongst the 5 of us, we have to split up this stuff. If anyone wants the gems, it will take out of the value of platinum or gold that you get, because the gems themselves are actually worth around 200 gold pieces. So they're quite pricey.
25 gold to me, take it or leave it.
Wait, you want 25 gold only?
No. I consider their value only 25 gold to me.
Convince him.
No, they're more valuable than that. It's like seeing that he's doing that, like Marcus will take this as another lesson and go over there. It's like, no, sir, they're more valuable than that. These were crafted by the finest jeweler, personal friend of mine, but he still charged me more than that. I am afraid I can't take it for that.
As I said, they're worth to me 25 gold.
Well, then to
Because
you, they're not worth
I
any.
could sell them for a profit.
You could, but also I could sell them for a profit, so why would I give them to you for 25 gold?
Then the deal is not a deal.
I shall take my business elsewhere, sir.
Alright. That was your second lesson. If there's no deal, there's no deal. That's it.
Understood. Like, Marcus will actually take out a notepad and write that down.
Harper's like, is it always this hard just to divide the loot? I'm glad I backed out of this. Jeez.
No, we're doing a thing. We're doing a thing.
I'm teaching them how to appraise things. As I'm still just staring at my boots.
I think you won.
Sorry, I think you cut out.
Did I?
Yeah, just a little
Yeah,
bit.
for a second. Yeah.
Okay. All he said was, I think you won.
Yeah, like,
So yeah. You said how much? Yeah, we'll divide it all up as evenly as we can.
one do it after we wrap up.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
then.
I do have a question though.
All right,
How are y'all gonna
then.
physically carry this?
Carry what?
The literal mountain of money.
We'll have to break it down a bit, but we'll have to work it out. We'll divide it up and have to probably carry it a certain way.
Alrighty. But yeah, I'd say that's a good wrapping up point while we handle all this off screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Follow us on our social media. We have Twitter and Instagram, and as well as subscribe to us on YouTube to catch up on any episodes you might have missed. As always, thank you all so much for watching. See you next time.
Alright. Bye.